we get into fantasy.
Okay. This is my favorite song of all time.
Woo!
My
Ooh.
number one favorite song in my life. Like,
Wow.
like,
Okay.
like I told you about like being in the car when my dad was playing the tape. So I
Yeah.
can literally tell you exactly. I was in the back seat with my brother and my sister, and my mom was in the passenger seat when this song came on after Serpentine Fire. I
Mhm.
told you about having like convulsions. Like I literally was like hyperventilating inside because the song was so like I was like, oh my goodness. And then the double harmonies that Philip does, take a ride in the sky, and then and we will live together. Oh, I can't even. This is the greatest song I've ever heard in my whole life. Like I just want to just get that out of the way. I'll just get that out of the way.
Wow.
Mm. Like, bet nobody talk bad about no fantasy, not around here. Mm.
Okay.
Ain't nothing
Okay.
bad about Miss
I
Jenkins.
just had to, I'll come back to it. I'll let you guys say what you have to say, but
Yes, because
I
we
just
know
had to
this is
get
your
that
favorite
out
song.
of me. It's my favorite song ever.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, because we're gonna let Matthew get it in. He's gonna get it after we in. So for me, I heard this song, but y'all know I really got really into this song when Martha Wash did it with um
TNC
what's they
Music
Black
Factory.
Box. Black Box. Yes, when they
Black
did it
Box,
with that.
the other group
Yes.
that stole her voice.
The
Right
soul,
at
yeah.
that part. So,
Mhm.
like Whitney said, it wasn't that dark skinned child that was singing on that record. It wasn't her. That was Martha. Okay. Okay. So when I was listening to this, going through the catalog thanks to Sin again, and I was going through and I was listening, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, hold up. I know this song. I was like, I know this. I was like, bro, did Martha Wash do this? And he was like, yeah, but he was like, this is the original version. I was like, oh, okay. And I just like it lyrically. This song lyrically is just amazing because it's like take a ride in the sky on our ship, fantasize. All your dreams will come true miles away. Yes. And then we will all live together as one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this song to me is like living in a world that's so positive and free for real, and you don't have anything to worry about. And it's like, and just Philip's voice on this, and I love him on the last like freaking what 50 seconds. It like sends chills through you because it's like it's his spirit is in it, and you can tell he's just in it, and he's just vocalizing and just doing what he do, and that can tell it's the feeling. He's feeling this record, and he's understanding what it means. You know what I mean? So, and it's so crazy because I found out with some research when he recorded it, he had a busted lip in it because he was playing ball or whatever, and he came in and vocally. So I'm like, with a busted lip like that, you got people that can't sing like that now. But
No, but yeah, but the part of this song that like sings to my soul, besides all of those obviously wonderful, wonderful things, is that
mm,
oh, it just makes like it makes Matthew it gives me tingles every time. I'm just like, you
and
know,
and then in that last
such a
50
such
seconds,
a groove.
I always think of that last 50 seconds of me thinking of how Philip was going off at the end of Imagination for me. Like how he was really just just giving us vocals, and he's one of the best when it comes to falsetto. Ain't nobody playing
Oh
with
yeah,
Philip when it comes to that at
no,
all.
If
And
Imagination was the only song Philip Bailey ever sung, and that would cement his place as the greatest falsetto singer of all time.
yeah.
That's his
period.
best recording as a vocalist ever, is that song. And yeah, he's number one when it comes to falsetto. He's better than Eddie Kendricks, Russell Tompkins, all those guys. Philip to me is the best. I look,
I
you,
agree.
yeah.
No, I agree. But
It's the
I
range.
agree.
I know
It's
you was
the
gonna throw
range.
It
Eddie
just
in
hit.
there, but
Because
I
I know
agree.
it just hit.
because
It hit
yeah.
saying it out loud. You like Eddie Kendricks. Oh, it just.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah,
But we
I
gotta
know, I know that was tough because Eddie Kendrick is very, very is iconic. He really is.
right, right,
But it's the
right.
range. Like Eddie Kendricks was great in that pocket of Temptation
Yes.
songs and Motown tracks he did as a solo artist. Philip
Yes.
Bailey could literally sing. I mean, he was brought up as an opera singer. Like that's what he studied when he was in college. And
Yeah.
then after Earth, Wind, and Fire, he went on to have a Grammy-winning solo career as a gospel singer. He could literally sing anything. You never got to hear Eddie Kendricks sing in a different type of bag. We got to hear Philip sing in all different types of uh, arrangements and genres and styles within Earth, Wind, and Fire alone, let alone prior to and after, going solo.
I, and and then I just love because this song and the words, like I said, lyrically, is relevant today.
Yeah.
Because I damn sure would like to live in a fantasy world that's positive and free. Because what we dealing with now, and in a couple,
Mhm.
in 2, 3 months,
Man,
I want to live in a fantasy.
the first time I heard it was lyrics I never heard. When he said,
Mhm.
"And we will live together until the 12th of
The
never."
12th of them.
I was like, "What?" That was when Maurice White passed away. That was
Mhm.
the title of the obit that I submitted to Ebony magazine was the 12th of never because um that's the first thing I thought of was that song and that lyric and understanding I'd never heard that phrase before. So
Mhm.
that just like jumped out to me. And it's just the way they sang it. And we will live together until the 12th of never. It was just so like soul cleansing to me. Like it really was.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
as one and then boom, boom. Like there's so many. The great thing about this song, so Verdine explained in the liner notes of the Eternal Dance box set that all in all was their most difficult album to make because it was it was that point where they were doing a lot of improvising up to that point in terms of their songwriting. But once they got to all in all, it was like half improvising and half like super being more structured. So they're trying to marry those two, and that's what made the album so difficult, especially because Charles had passed away. So now Maurice is fully in the driver's seat. So with Fantasy, it's the arrangement is so intricate. It's literally like it reminds me of us like Ride On for the Darkness by Curtis Mayfield, where you like
Oh no!
like there's
Yes.
there's literally no room for any like spaces of air that
At
has no
all.
music. There's literally something like when the bass goes doom and there's a note that comes right behind that's a string, and then there's a French horn that's right behind that, and all the while the guitar is going like this. Like there's literally no place to have no any dead air. And it's so immaculately arranged in terms of the
Mhm.
horns, in terms of the strings, in terms of just the scratching guitars of Al McKay and Johnny Graham. It's just the way, just and then Maurice's
Mhm.
like just it's so excellent. And then the other underrated thing is the fact that the harmonies, the stacked harmonies, the fact that it's just Maurice and just Philip and that's it, and they just overdub it,
Oh.
and the fact that Maurice is actually singing as high as Philip is singing in his falsetto
Hmm.
range, it's so uncanny. It literally blows my mind how like when you go back to like the outro of Shining Star, that shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. It sounds like there's like 4 or 5 people, but it's just the two of them, just doubling and tripling and all that stuff. And with Fantasy, like come to sing da-da-da, victory da-da-da, in a
Yeah.
land called fantasy. There's like 4 or 5 different harmony parts, and
Yeah.
it's just so immaculately arranged and it's so intricate and textured. I can't get
Yeah.
enough. And then melodically, it's just so strong. You hear a lot of songs that have a lot of complex melodies and complex arrangements, but
Mm-hmm.
you have to be melodically strong to really catch me. And there's so many strong melodic points in this song that grab you. And I love it. I can never listen to this song enough.
Yeah, and those melodic and those shifts makes the song so theatrical. Like it's like I feel like I'm watching a space opera. Like I'm just it's very just all those different movements of the harmonies. It's like
Yeah.
a little play, little
There's no
act
room to
one,
get
act
bored.
two, you know?
Yeah, there's no place to get bored. And that's the thing about Black music from the 1970s. There's a lot of theatrical points in it. There's a lot of wonderful, it's like classical music. There's movements. I always say like a perfect example would be like Stevie Wonder's Superwoman, right? That's like a
Mm-hmm.
that's like a three movement song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mhm.
There's the Superwoman part, there's the Where Were You and I Need You part, and then there's the transition period that connects the two.
That's
That's
my
like
favorite Stevie song.
that's like a suite. That's like a mini suite within the album itself.
Mhm.
And so with a song like Fantasy, that's what it is. It's just little pockets of things that keep the ear from being bored.
Mhm.
Because there's so much like different like stuff going on. I love how you said it's like the bass comes in, then the harmony. It's like nothing, there's no space for error at all. And they got it all right. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you're coming from Epicene Fire, right? And then you go right into Fantasy. So you're smoothing it down a little bit, but this song is so intricate. It's ridiculous. It's so like again, when you said that there's no room for error at all. And everything is placed the right way. So now when you say, because I never knew that they said this album was so difficult for them to make. I didn't know that at all. I would have never even thought because they make this shit seem so damn easy. You know
They
what I'm
sure do.
saying? So
They
I'm like,
sure.
what? Like this album was hard, but now with a song like this being so damn intricate, I get it. Because it probably was like, nope, boom, nope. We got 1 second to get to the next. We got 1 second to get to the next. We are not leaving no room. We want everything to shine on this, and it does. And like I said, this song just lyrically just takes me. And then Philip just at the end just going off. I was just like, yeah, he feeling that thing there. So yeah,